Hello friends, good morning. We have started chapter number 3rd, preference demand. And in this chapter we have completed few topics also, introduction, then related factors. There's two factors I have started. First one factor has related to price and second one factor has other than price. In the other than price, we have completed related goods, taste and preference, income of a consumer. These main points we have. Okay, friends. So today I will start next topic. But before that, I want to just say that whenever I decided any submission date for your assignment, please you have to submit your assignment only on same date and same time, not after that. Few students have sent their assignment after 12 o'clock, but I had given time yesterday 7 to 12 o'clock. Instead of that, few students have submitted after 12 o'clock. Friends, if you will submit today or tomorrow, I will not accept your PDF files. I will delete directly that and I will not mention his or her roll number for the submission of the economic assignment. And I will mention their roll numbers in group and I will mention their roll numbers in my diary also. So whenever I will prepare your result, that time I remember that who have submitted assignment at given time. Okay, friends. So according to that, I will give marks. And next thing is most important for your attendance. Friends, 7 to 7:30 your attendance time. So only on same time in our group you send a message for your attendance. If you will not send, then your attendance ratio will very less, and then also you will face major issues when you will face any problems. Last year also, a criteria has given by our DO and Gandhinagar, and this type of information we had passed to last year's students, and this followed. Okay. Now at present we are not in the same classroom, but after few time we will meet in our classroom and then again our same classes will be start. I hope there's all same classes will be start. But we will consider only and only this type of attendance. If you are sending your attendance uh, by message at 7 to 7:30, we will consider that and we are mentioning his or her present in our register. Daily we are maintaining our register and we are mentioning their absent present. So friends, please and please you send only one message. What is the issue? What is the problem? You send a message so we can consider your attendance. Okay. So please friends, you remember this thing and send message and send your assignment at given date and at given time. Okay friends. Now we are discussing our third chapter. Friends, we have started this topic, factors affecting demand and determinants of the demand. First one determinant we have completed from here, that is price of a commodity. Second one is other factor, other determinants. In that 2.1 is taste and preference of a consumer. It has positive relationship with demand. Second one we have started income of a consumer. If income will increase, demand also will increase. That means it has also positive relationship with demand. So this one also we have completed. Third one is price of related goods. For this topic I have completed and I said that two types of related goods, substitute goods and complementary goods. Substitute goods are those goods which I have which can be used alternatively, and complementary goods are those goods which are joint goods. Okay, like petrol and car, mobile phone and SIM card. Okay. Then I have started expectation about future prices. Expectation about future prices. For that I said that if expectation is in future for future prices will be going to rise up. So people will purchase this type of good at present only. So present demand also will be increased. If future expectation is positive for the price of a commodity, then present demand will be increased. If future expectation regarding price is that the commodities price is going to fall down in future, so peoples will be purchase less amount at present, so present demand will be decreased. So it has related to, if the consumers expects the price of a goods to rise in the future, his or her demand for this food increase in the current period and vice versa. Okay. Last one point is related to size and demographic profile of the population. Size and demographic profile of the population, that means what is the size of the population? If population is small, then population is a high of any country, then a large population countries, they populated countries demand also high because of, for an example, India, China. These countries population is large, so their total market demand also will be high. If the total population is less, that country's total market demand also will be less. So it's depend on first is size. Size we have completed. Size has direct relation with demand. If size is large of a country, then population size is large of a country, that country's demand also will be high. If a country's population is less, then that country's demand also will be less. Okay. Now next one is related to demographic profile. Demographic profile, that means what type of age group. Okay, what type of age group is in the total population? If the age group in the large proportion of the total population is children, then a large population, in the large population children are more, then children related demand will be high. If young peoples are more, then young people's related demand will be high. If old age peoples are more, then old age people's related demand will be high. So what type of age group is there? That is known as demographic profile. Okay. First one we have compared, that is in the same point, that is the size. Size will be large. If the total population size will be large, then total market demand also will be high. If the size of the total population is less, then total market demand also will be less. If in the greater population belongs to a particular age group, then the demand for the certain goods is the market will be more. Like children are more, then children related goods will be more demanded. If young people are more, then young people's related goods will be more demanded, more demand. And if old age people are more, then this type of goods which are useful for the old age people, this type of goods will be high demand in the market, like that. So we have completed this all points. I hope you all have got it. First one determinant is price, second one determinants is others. In others we have the sub points. First one is taste and preference, income of a consumer, prices of related goods. Then price of related goods are substitute goods, complementary goods. Expectations about future prices, size and population. Okay, size and demographic profile of the population. So we have done this. Now next one is related to demand function. What do you mean by the demand function? Demand, if you know this all determinants, then you can easily explain about the demand function. Okay, friends. So here demand function, we will discuss about the causes and effect relationship between variable. Okay, the cause effect relationship between variables can be expressed in the functional notation. It's known as demand function. That means what? Cause effect relationship between variables and demand. It's known as demand function. Demand function specifies a function that means mathematical relationship between demand for a good and the determinants of this demand. It is the answer. Demand function, that means demand function specifies a functional or a mathematical relationship between demand for a good and the determinants of the demand. Okay, friends. So it presents that demand for a good is dependent on many factors like price of a good, taste and preference of a consumer, income of a consumer, prices of related goods, etc. Okay, friends. So this all determines if we will write mathematically, and we will show the relationship between cost and effect. Cost is what? Demand. Okay, sorry, cost is this all type of determinants, and effect is what? Demand. So this all cost we can write here, and it shows a mathematical relationship. What type of mathematical or functional relationship? So demand is result, okay, effect, and this all are causes. That means Px. So dx, that means what? Demand for x commodity. Next one, Px. F that means what? Functional. Okay. Next one is functional, that means depends. Okay. Px, price of x commodity. Py, price of related commodity. Pe, expectation regarding future prices. We have completed this all factors we will write here. Nothing a new things here. Everything you know. So you have to code one by one Px, Py, Pe, Ty, and U. Then you can easily complete this answer. Next one is test and preference of a consumer. Test and preference we can code by the T. Y is coding for consumer's income and other factors. Okay, friends. So these all are factors which affect the demand. Okay. Now we are discussing about, so in the economics studies, the relationship between price and demand for various purposes. In the law of demand, the relationship between price and demand for the goods is studied by the assuming all other demands or determinants as a given. Okay, friends, I hope you got it. It's very easy and very easy to learn. You can write and learn very well. If you know this all determinants, you write one by one, and in full form you have to write and your answer will be complete. Okay. Next one is the law of demand. What do you mean by the law of demand? Friends, law of demand is related to some type of assumptions. Assumptions. This law of demand I will explain, but first what I am just saying about the assumptions. If this all other factors are constant, then only law of demand will be work. These factors are the first one is that first I will say what do you mean by the law of demand. Law of demand, that means when all other factors are constant, when all other determinants are constant. All other determinants, that means what? Taste and preference. All determinants you will write. So all other determinants. All other determinants like taste and preference and income of a consumer, price of related goods, and consumers' future expectation regarding price, size of the population. So they, if this all are as it is, nothing any change in this all, then we will say our law of demand will be work. Okay, so there's all other determinants as it is. There's all other determinants should be as constant. Then our law of demand will be work. Because of it shows only relationship between price and demand, not all other factors. Okay, so all other factors we are just thinking if we are assuming that all other factors are constant. In that case only this law of demand will be worked. What is our law of demand? The principles explaining the relationship between price and demand for the goods, keeping the effects of all other determinants as constant, is called law of demand. Okay, in this law of demand, in this price, is the cost. Price is what? Cost. Variable, and demand is effect variable. In this principle, in this rule, in this law, price is cost variable and demand is effect variable. So whenever price will be changed because of price is cost. Okay. So whenever price will be changed, demand also will be changed. Demand will be a fact. Clear? So due to increase the price, due to decrease the price, due to rise the price, due to fall the price, what type of a fact will create for the demand? It's known as load. Clear? Again, I will repeat. Load demand is just like a principle. Okay, and this principle shows the relationship between price and demand. So first one is the price. Price is the cost value. Why it is cost? Because of due to change the price, how demand will be changed. So it is the cost. Price, it is the shows the relationship between price and demand. Okay, and keeping the effect of the other determinants as constant. We will consider that this all other determinants like test of the and preference of the consumer, income, price of related goods, consumers' future expectation regarding price, size, and demographic condition of the population, this all are remain same. That means these are not changing. These are as usual. These are constant. These are as usual. Nothing any change in these all. What will be changed? Only due to change in the price. What type of effect will be created on the demand? It's known as low demand. Clear now? So, the law was presented by Professor Alfred Marshall. Who has presented this law or principle? This presented by the Alfred Marshall. And it expresses an inverse relationship between price and demand, stating that when all other factors including demand remain unchanged. Okay, if price of a good will fall down, price of a commodity will be fall down, the demand expand, and if prices of a good rises, then its demand will be contract. कम हो जाएगी. Correct? So this type of inverse relationship between price and demand. Clear, friends? And these assumptions are taste and preferences as before. Income of the consumer also same as it is. Nothing any change in the income. Price of a suitable good, substitute goods, complementary goods also unchanged. Consumer do not make any type of anticipation regarding future prices, and size of the population remains also is same. So this all determinants are constant. Then this law of demand will be worked. I hope you got it. It's very easy, very easy. You can learn easily, you can explain easily. Instead of that, if you have any query, you personally message me. Clear, friends? But first you read, then. So first you read, then you say about your, then you tell about your queries and doubts. Okay, friends? So first for you complete the other factors, two other factors remaining. So first to complete this all, then after you have to complete these functions of the demand, then law of demand. It's your homework, you have to read and learn. Okay, friends? Thank you very much. We'll meet again in the next lecture. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.